Hey guys, what is up? And I'm sorry if I sound just a little bit sick. There's something that's been going around where I live, where just everybody within maybe a 10 or 15 mile radius is getting sick, at least. It just seems like everybody's getting sick right now. So I'm just getting like the mild version of it. Hopefully it doesn't get worse. So right now, what I'm going to do is I'm going to, as you know by the title, review how I did in the divisional round of the NFL playoffs. So as you can see, I went 3-1 in the divisional round, which gives me a playoff record of 6-2. That's going 3-1 2 weeks in a row. So I am going to show the wildcard games, but next week I don't think I'm going to, just because it's going to eventually start cutting out towards the bottom. So, okay, so we had the Colts versus the Chiefs. Now, I really didn't watch any of these games too ultra mega close because I just had to work. I did watch the Cowboys-Rams. I did get a good chunk of that. But that's about it. Just because I had to work this past weekend, unfortunately. So, the Colts and Chiefs game, from what I saw, I did watch highlights on all of these. And the Chiefs just whooped their butts. Plain and simple. They won their first home playoff game, let me think, in about 20, pretty much a quarter of a century, about 25 years. I'm not sure if that's the exact number. It could be 26, could be 24, 23, 26. I don't know. But in about a quarter of a century, that is their first home playoff win. Been a long time. So they just kicked the Colts' butts. Like I said, during my predictions, the Colts never faced a top 10 offense during the year. That's what happens when they face a top 10 offense. Alright, Cowboys-Rams. This one I did get the majority of. And this was a really good game in the second half. The first half, the Cowboys offense had nothing. And okay, so I did also, oh, by the way, I did pick the Chiefs and the Rams to win. Yeah, just the Rams. They are a very good team. Who saw CJ Anderson breaking out? And they ran for like 200 something yards. When you do that, it's hard to lose. It is really hard to lose a playoff game when you do that. But, I mean, what I saw was, it was the third quarter, but it was towards the end of the third quarter. And the Cowboys were like really far behind. And they were just like pass going down the field. But the commentators were showing how far back the Rams corners were playing. And I'm like, they're not down by that much. Why are you playing that off? You know, I think they were down by like 2 touchdowns at the time. Or like, I think it was 15 points to be exact. But like, they're down by basically 2 touchdowns. It's a 2-score game. And it's only like towards the end of the third. Why are you playing so far off? That's usually for like a half the fourth quarter left. Where you play off, you let everything, you don't allow the deep ball, you just allow everything to be completed in front of you. And yet here are the Rams 10 or 15 yards off the line of scrimmage. Why? Let's see. So then we have the Chargers at the Patriots. I did take the Chargers to win this game. Now, the Chargers were undefeated when they had to go on a plane to an away game. They did lose one away game, but it was to the Los Angeles Rams. They didn't get on a plane. So when they got on a plane and went somewhere to play a game, they were undefeated. New England was undefeated at home this year. And the last, I didn't mention this, The last playoff game the Patriots lost in New England was 6 years ago to Joe Flacco when he won the Super Bowl. Like, the Patriots are so dominant at home, but I thought the Chargers could do it. I knew New England wasn't very good this year. Yes, they were the number 2 seed, but they play the Bills, Jets, and Dolphins twice a year. Not exactly playing in a hard division, are you? But I was hopeful for the Chargers, and don't let this score fool you. It's like, oh, it's 41-28. They only lost by 13. This game was not even close for the majority of it. And that last touchdown the Chargers scored was with almost no time left. Or they had no time left. I can't remember. It was, like I said, I didn't watch the games. I watched the highlights. I did get little clips of this because I took my lunch while this game was on. But, like, it just, this game wasn't close. It was like 7-7. And then the Patriots said, yeah, enough of this. Though, what I did notice is when Tom Brady would throw the ball, he would throw it 5 yards or less, and the guy he threw it to, whether it was a receiver or a running back, would take it from that point, another 10 to 15 yards. So Brady gets credit for, say, a 20-yard pass, but he only threw it 5 yards. That's how they manipulated the Chargers' defense. They just threw it underneath, and their guys made plays. So before you go and say, oh, Tom Brady, he did it. No, he didn't. But what I saw from the Chargers is they threw past the first down marker more than the Patriots did, even early on before this game got out of hand. But once it really started to get out of hand, you had to throw it past the first down marker. You had to throw it 15, 20 yards downfield. So I think the Chargers could have won this game, but they weren't ready for it. Phillip Rivers was 0-7, and now he's 0-8 all-time versus Tom Brady. Because I even figured, heck, even Pittsburgh beat New England this year, and it had been 7 years since the last time they beat New England. I thought, why not? I mean, Gronk only caught one pass. It was for 23 yards? I know he caught one pass. But Edelman actually decided to show up. Like, he's Tom Brady's main guy. They've gone to the Super Bowl and won it without Gronk. They have not gone to the Super Bowl and won it without Edelman. They went there last year without Edelman, but they didn't win it. I don't believe, since Edelman's been on the team, I don't think they've gone to the Super Bowl and won without him. He's Tom Brady's guy. Now, he's 32 years old, but he's Tom's guy. And he finally decided, hey, I'll show up today. But they also did a really good job of shutting down Joey Bosa and Melvin Ingram. Ingram did make some plays, but Bosa was just about eliminated from the entire game. It wasn't close, really. Then we had the Eagles at the Saints. I did take the Saints. They're my Super Bowl team. They're my team to win the Super Bowl. Oh, yeah. My Super Bowl was Chargers-Saints, so now I got to change it. But I think I know who I want to go for. So I still have the Saints winning the Super Bowl now. But damn, Nick Foles. What the hell do you do? What kind of voodoo magic do you use? Jolly old Saint Nick, man. He does not give up. And if it's not for Alshon Jeffrey going with the ball, and it's going right through his hands, the Eagles might go and win that game. Maybe they don't hike it right before the 2-minute warning. Let's say they didn't get it off in time. Then maybe Alshon doesn't drop it. And they could go down, score, and potentially win. It's nuts. but it's just insane. But I just can't believe Nick Foles. He's able to do all that now. He'll get a nice deal with some team like Jacksonville or maybe Miami. He'll go to some team that needs a quarterback, which there's not that many. Maybe he'll go to Denver and replace Case Keenum. I don't know. But wherever he goes, he's going to end up doing really well. So I do think he's going to do really well where he ends up going. I don't think it's going to be a Jeff Fisher situation when he got traded to the Rams and the Rams traded Sam Bradford to the Eagles. I don't think it's going to be a situation like that. But I do think he's going to end up doing well. He just has to find a good coach. Jeff Fisher was not a good coach. So just go find a good coach on a team, and you're basically set. He can succeed, I think, because he's very coachable. That's one thing that makes him really good in Philadelphia is that he's coachable. That's what a lot of quarterbacks are good with. If they're coachable, you can work with them. But this is where I'm going to leave this episode. Well, it's not really an episode. Alright guys, so this is where I'm going to leave the review of the divisional round of the NFL playoffs. I'm really excited for the Final Four, which would be the Chiefs, Rams, Patriots, and Saints. All the home teams won. So if you guys like this video, please leave a like. If you're new to the channel, please hit the subscribe button and turn notifications on. And I will see you guys next video. Later.
Once I was 7 years old, Mama told me, go make yourself some friends or you'll be lonely. Once I was 7 years old.